Hello to all of you, my great students in the 8th grade. How are you today? Okay, welcome back to my English lesson. I am your English teacher, Iman Al-Jafari at Ru Al-Faruq Academy. Are you ready to start our lesson today? Okay, let's start. The title of our lesson today is Simple Present. Okay, so in this lesson, students should be able to know how to use the simple present in English, the form of simple present in English, in the affirmative, negative, and interrogative form, and you are going to know how to use simple present with the stative verbs, and the last step in our lesson today, to use simple present with adverbs of frequency. So let's start with how to form simple present in the affirmative case. Okay, look at this picture. If I ask you, what does he do every day? Tell me about his routine or his habit every day. So the boy, excellent, goes to school every day. Okay, where is the subject here? The boy. The main verb goes, and we have an adverb of time that tells us it is a routine or habit. It is every day. So the boy goes to school every day. It is his habits or routine or regular action. Look at this sentence or this picture. What do they do on Sunday? They, excellent. They always play football on Sunday. Okay, where is the subject here? We have they. And we have adverb of frequency, which is always, and the main verb, excellent, it is play. Okay, now I want one of you to tell us why do we add es to go in the first sentence, and why do we have only the base form of the verb in the second sentence? Who can tell me? Yeah? Excellent. So the first sentence, the subject is singular. So if the subject is singular, we add s or es to the main verb. What about the second sentence? The subject is plural, okay? So if the subject is plural, we add only the base form of the verb, okay? So the rule says that if the subject is singular, like he, she, it, the boy, you are going to add s or es to the main verb, okay? If the subject is plural, like they, we, the students, the boys, you are going to use only the base form of the verb, okay? So in these two sentences, we talk about excellent habits or regular action. So we use simple present in English to talk about regular action or habits, okay? Another sentence. Look at this picture. Who can give me a sentence about this picture? Yeah, excellent. So the sun rises from the east, okay? The sun rises from the east. So where is the subject here? The sun, and the main verb is rises, okay? So why do we add es to the verb rise? Because the subject, the sun, is singular. So as I told you, if the subject is singular, add s or es to the main verb, okay? My question to you, the sun rises from the east. Is it a habit or routine? No, it is excellent. It is a fact or something that is always true, okay? So it is the second use of simple present in English, okay? We use simple present in English when we talk about habits or routine, and when we talk about facts or something that is always true, okay? Here we have some important rules that you are going to know when you form the simple present tense. As I told you, if the subject is a plural, add only the base form of the verb. As when we say, I read every day, they go to school every day. But if the subject is singular, you are going to add s or es, okay? And here you are going to know when do we add s or es in English? Okay, if the subject again is singular. Okay, so for example, he reads every day, but it or Jane goes to school every day. Why do we add s to read and here we add es to goes? Look at this table. The rule says that we add es to the verb if the verb ends in sibilant like s, ish, x, okay? And if the verb ends in vowel like o. For example, when you say, I watch, they watch, but he watches. Okay, here because the verb ends in ch, we add es. When the verb ends in consonant plus y, okay? So we change y into I, then we add es. For example, when we say I cry, so look at the last letter, we have y. It is preceded by r. R is a consonant. So if y is preceded by a consonant, we change y into ies. If the verb ends in a vowel, then we have y, like play. We have y that is preceded by a. A is a vowel, okay? So we only add s. We don't change y into I. Why? Because it is preceded by a vowel. So here we have these important rules. You are not going to forget them. And now, the second form of simple present in the negative form. How to make a negative sentence in the simple present using don't or doesn't. Look at this sentence. When we say, the boy goes to school every day, what do you expect? Do we use don't or doesn't to negate this sentence? Let's see. When we say, the boy doesn't go to school every day, why do we use doesn't, not don't? The rule says that we have a third person singular, the boy is singular. Okay, so if the boy is singular, we add es to do, so we use doesn't. Okay, so here the boy doesn't go to school every day. Why didn't we say the boy doesn't goes to school? Because after doesn't, you are going to use the infinitive form of the verb. Okay? Another sentence. They always play football on Sunday. We say, to negate this sentence, we use don't, not doesn't. Why? Because the subject they is plural. So if the subject is a plural, we add don't plus the base form of the verb. So they don't play football on Sunday. The rule says that if the subject is plural like I, you, we, they, you are going to use don't plus the infinitive form of the verb like I don't read every day. If the subject is singular, he, she, Jane, Mark, we use doesn't to negate the sentence plus the base form of the verb. Example, she doesn't go to school every day. Okay, so these rules how to negate a sentence in English. What about how to make a question, okay, in English? The interrogative form of simple present, you are going to choose from do or does. Look at this sentence. When we say the boy goes to school every day, again, the boy here is singular. So if the subject is singular and we want to change this sentence into question, a question. What do you expect? Do we use do or does? Again, look. Here we have the verb do. Because we have a third person singular, you are going to add es to do. So we make a question by using does the boy go to school every day? Why do we use does? Because the subject is singular. So if the subject is singular, we use does to make a question, okay? After does, pay attention that you must use the infinitive form of the verb. And don't forget to change the full stop into excellent question mark. Another sentence, They play football on Sunday. Okay, so the subject they is excellent, plural. So if the subject is plural, we use do or does. We use they play football on Saturday. Okay, here we use does because the subject is singular. Here we use do to make a question because the subject is plural. Okay, so here we use do they play football on Sunday, and don't forget to change full stop into a question mark. Okay, so the rule says that to make a question in the simple present form, you are going to use do with plural subject, does with singular subject. Okay, if the subject is a plural like you, we, they, I, we use do plus the subject plus the base form of the verb. If the subject is singular like he, she, it, we use does plus the subject plus the base form of the verb, and then you are going to end your sentence with a question mark. Okay, don't forget to use the infinitive form after does and doesn't. Okay, any question? Okay. Here, I must remind you that with some stative verbs in English like love, like, okay, hate, want, okay, these stative verbs, okay, describe a state rather than an action. So they never take the continuous ing form. So if we say I like you, can we say I am liking you? No, it is incorrect. If I say I love you, can we say I am loving you? No, it is incorrect. Why? Because like, love, okay, and hate, these are stative verbs, okay, that never take the continuous form ing, okay? So don't forget these rules, okay? With these stative verbs, we only use the simple present form of the verb, okay? The last step in our lesson today, the time adverbial that helps us to know it is a simply present tense, okay? So, to talk about routine, your routine could be every day, every week, every month, or every year. Sometimes we say daily, weekly, monthly, okay? So this time expression helps us to know that we are talking about routine or regular action. So with this time expressions, you are going to use simple present form of the verb. Another group, these are adverbs of frequency, like always, sometime, often, usually, rarely. With these adverbs of frequency, we also use the present form of the verb. Okay? Now, I have to remind you the position of these adverbs of frequency. Always, usually, often, sometime, comes after verbs to be, after is, after are. For example, he is always late, not he always is late. It is incorrect. But if we have a main verb like study, okay, so we put adverb of frequency before the main verb. So again, adverbs of frequency comes after the verb to be is are and before the main verb. Another example, when we say you are usually early. He usually wakes up at 7 o'clock. So look, here we have usually after are, after verb to be, and before the main verb wakes. Okay? The practice that I have for you, correct the verbs between brackets. When we say the children usually play tennis, okay, so we have an adverb of frequency. So we are going to talk about regular action or routine. So this sentence, we have to use the present. In this sentence, you are going to use the present form of the verb. The children is plural subject, so we are going to use the base form of the verb play, not plays because the subject is plural. When we say water consists of oxygen and hydrogen, okay, the subject water, here we have a fact, okay, about water that consists of oxygen and hydrogen. Because the subject is singular, you are going to use excellent. So you are going to add S consists of oxygen and hydrogen because the subject is singular. Here I have a question. They get up early. Because the subject here is plural, we are going to use the helping verb do or does. Excellent, do. Do they get up early? Okay, any question? Any question about my lesson today? Okay, I will stop here today. Revise the lesson well, and thank you very much, my great students.